Sat Shri Akal, Namaskar, good evening, and hello. Welcome to the show again. I don't know from where you're watching, but if you are on this channel, I'm sure you want your marriage to be a divine marriage. Now, in this show today, I'm going to talk about duties of couples towards each other. Now, I'm no priest, so I'm not going to touch on the religion, but I would definitely say one thing. All religious scriptures definitely have something to offer. So it doesn't matter whether you follow religion or not. If you do see what's written in your scriptures about duties of husband and wife towards each other. That's one. Secondly, watch and observe your relationship closely, especially if it's on a roller coaster and you have been facing challenges. A lot of the times, when we are pointing one finger towards our partner, there are three pointing towards ourselves. And it's very unfortunate. We forget to see that or we cannot actually relate to it. God gave us two eyes, but unfortunately, we cannot see our own face, our own self with those two eyes. We have to look in the mirror. Sometimes that mirror can be your spouse, your friend, your children, your parents, can be a mentor, can be anyone. It's important to have someone in life who can actually show you that mirror, especially if your relationship is going on a roller coaster where you feel it's not on the right track. It is time to introspect. Now, talking about duties. Now, duties are things that you must do towards each other. It's a mandatory thing, responsibility towards each other. We do remember our rights on each other. As a husband, as a wife, you definitely have 100% right on each other. Now, things were different before and things have changed now. Why was it different before? And I'm talking about when our parents, our grandparents, it was their time, the marriages used to last longer. A lot of the things, the credit would go to how they saw their parents. And in olden times, it used to be that once married, you kind of would find a way to adjust. There was more compromise, less competition amongst couples, and there was more compassion. And a lot of the things also were more close knit because families used to be involved. It wasn't just two individuals getting married. Now, when the families got involved, they had some sort of a responsibility towards the family also. Majority of the times, it used to be a lottery. If you kind of get along and you have a great marriage, you're able to spend time with each other in total harmony. Awesome. What was the role of a woman? Most of the times, she used to be the one giving birth to kids, taking care of husband, taking care of in-laws, taking care of kids. And then slowly things changed. Now the woman and the man, both of them started going out and working together. As times changed, women got equally educated, they started getting equal rights. Now here comes the concept of equality. Now, equality here, I would say, it's very important that both husband and wife give equal respect to each other when the relationship is in question. Are you giving equal, unconditional love and respect to your partner? Doesn't matter, husband or wife, both of them deserve love and respect, and that has to be unconditional. If you are feeling there is a missing link or something is missing in your relationship, time to introspect. When are you feeling that? The moment you start feeling that my husband was not as loving today, and as a woman, you start feeling less loved, you are somewhere, somehow going to be reacting by not being respectful to your husband, which is not okay for him. As per Dr. Emerson, from like I read his book, Love and Respect, and that's where I'm getting this from. And it does kind of resonate, and I feel I agree with him over here. If you feel that your husband's not giving you enough love that you deserve, your reaction is going to be less respect towards him. And he would feel the same, and the cycle would begin. He would feel, oh, my wife is not loving the way she's supposed to be, so he's not going to give you enough love. So if you're not respectful and he feels that, husband is not going to be loving towards the wife. So the reaction and action and reaction towards each other is endless if one of you doesn't break the cycle. He calls it a crazy cycle. So this needs to be broken. You need to introspect and communicate. So ask each other as to where both of you stand when it comes down to the relationship. Are you both able to see where each one of you is able to see, am I not being respectful, am I not being loving? Ask each other. And Dr. Emerson says, feel free to ask your partner. Women can ask their husbands that, did I do anything wrong? Was I not respectful enough that you actually had to be unloving or not loving enough? Was there anything that I could have done differently? And men can ask the same question to their wives. Was I in any way unloving or not loving enough in your parameters? Some way you felt unloved, that you were not respectful enough towards me? And this might clear the air in a large way. Now, harmony within your relationship in the house is very important to keep your children, to keep your parents, to keep your in laws, everyone feeling happy. And you, for a start. Now, a lot of the women feel, oh, I need my independence. So great, you deserve it. Go out and work, go out and produce the results you want to do it. And make sure your husband is aware. He supports you only if he knows what you expect. And husbands, please support your wives if they want to go out and be a support to you. Olden days, people used to be like that. Women used to stay at home and be stay at home moms. Now things have changed after COVID. Let me bring this back to you. People have started working from home, and it's been good for some couples and it's been negative for some couples, especially if you're not getting along. So you need to again introspect your relationship. If for some reason it didn't work out for you, now when you were working together outside, you were working in each profession, there are different challenges. So women felt coming back home, they had another duty. They had to take care of the kids, they had to take care of cooking, they had to take care of cleaning, they had to take care of kitchen. Now a lot of men have started helping their ladies in all these duties as well. And hats off to all those men who are, because that's what is required. You are a team. If you're playing well as team players, your kids are going to observe that and they will end up being great in their relationships. So my request to all of you, please, please, please put up a collective front. United we stand, divided we fall. So make sure you are on the same page. Your duty towards each other is very important. Be transparent. Make sure you discuss your money matters. No matter what, how big or small your decision is, you must have a joint account and you can have an individual account for your own money as well. So make sure money matters are clear. How much is each partner going to contribute towards the family? What is the money? What part of the money is going towards grocery, towards rent, towards mortgage, towards kids' education, towards retirement? You need to plan all that, and it is important. Make sure you plan that together. And if you're working towards parenting, make sure you both are on the same page. And before you announce any decision, make sure you both have spoken about it, so there is no conflict. The moment there is conflict, it's time for you to go back to where you started. Start discussing, start introspecting, compromise, communicate, do not compete. Always, always remember, in a relationship, it's a huge commitment. So start with a C, commitment. Start with another C, compromise. Couples need that to make a relationship a harmonious relationship. Now, if you haven't gone through that exercise of communication, haven't seen the gaps in your relationship from where it is to where you want it to be, now is the time. Take out time, go on a date, find out every week, at least 1 day, 1 hour, you must talk. Have a date with your partner. Doesn't matter you're married now. You still can have a date where you, without your kids, go out and just discuss the issues that are bothering you. Write them down. Whatever is and if it is something urgent, you can find time during the week as well, or you can text, or you can communicate that you need to say something. And when you start communicating and there is less communication gap, I can guarantee you, you will have a much better married life, and your relationship will be on a different level. So I wish you all good luck, and I'm sure you'll have an awesome, awesome married life. I'm not an expert, I'm just sharing my views and I'm reading books. This is my favorite subject. I want the relationship chapter in our lives to be perfect, and I want to be a great example for my kids. And I always talk about what I feel should be a very important concept in a relationship. Now, a lot of us are single parents, but doesn't mean that you haven't been a parent, you haven't been a couple before. Whatever led to your being single, you've learned from it, I'm sure, right? So you can communicate that with your kids. A lot of children out of single parents definitely will feel a little bit shaky when it comes down to relationship. They try and see where their parental relationship has been. If you have had an abusive relationship, again, a negative impact on the kids might lead them into thinking that all relationships are abusive. So, we as single parents sometimes have to play a very important role in sharing and caring and compassionate um, disclosure to our kids where we feel we were wrong and where we feel our partner was wrong when the time is appropriate. And also encourage them to make their own choices. It's very important that they make independent choices. Teach them the right from wrong and show them what's in your view the correct path. And definitely they can learn from different people. It's not always one person that people learn from. They are teachers, they are mentors, they are other guides, your grandparents, your other people who have been successful in their relationship. What is making it successful? Study good relationship, and study people who've had a great relationship. Why not? And there's always a new beginning. If you are a single parent now, you never know. You might have a breakthrough. You might find someone who is great, who is compatible. Only one thing is important, that person needs to be great with your children too. And we normally see a lot of blended families today. So, duties towards each other over there increase. Your duties towards your partner's kids also come up. Your duties towards your partner's feelings to also come up. And it's both ways, it works both ways. So, remember, give respect and love to your partner unconditionally. With your duties, remember your responsibilities. With your great power come your great level of responsibility. So I wish you all a good luck, and I wish you all have a great, great, great married life. Have a great day ahead and an awesome divine married life now and forever.